Okay, we're live on most platforms. We're on all the platforms. Welcome everyone to Petey Aprendendo Português. It's the Petey, and yeah, we're here to do our thing. It's we were on day 980, but now today is day 981 on the daily streak. We got about 19 days left until the big 1000. So see you in a sec. Let's get into this. All right, last time we met our heroes. Welcome, Victor. Victor's in the house. Our buddy with the emojis that I can't ever see. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot. We've got 38 out of 40 quests complete for this month. So I think what we have to do now is we got to earn 50 XP, score 80% or higher in 4 lessons, or get 5 in a row in 4 lessons. So I think what we'll do is just 2 of them. And then I'm going to take a nap because we're in 10th place. We could take it a bit more easier on ourselves. And let's do a warm-up on Unit 27 for a personalized practice.
Minha mala não é tão grande.
My suitcase is not so big. My suitcase... Yes.
Dia o homem vai entender.
One day the man will understand. One day the man will understand, will he?
No momento, ela tem chapéu.
In the moment, she will have a hat. At the moment, she has a hat. Just has a hat. Okay, she has a hat. At the moment, she has a hat. I don't know when I would ever use that sentence. No momento ela tem chapéu. All right, good.
Minha avó não corre em fevereiro.
Fevereiro. My grandmother does not run in February. Yes. Prazo. He has a deadline. Next. Isso foi há uma década. There was a decade. I don't know what means in that. Because foi is was. Isso is that. But in that context is, I guess, ago. That's very confusing. And that's probably another form of Portuguese that I have challenged myself with. Eu tenho uma hora. I have an hour.
Vai haver uma festa.
What is it? There will be a party? I think that's what that is. There is going to be a party. Vai haver uma festa.
Até mais tarde. Mais.
After something late, I forget what it was. Quarta-feira. Hoje é quarta-feira. Today is Wednesday. Good for you.
O inverno é a época do morango. Inverno.
In the winter, it is the season of strawberries. Yes. This week. Esta semana. I'm going to do esta semana termina amanhã. This week ends tomorrow. Asima. Oh, the week. Oh my god. I read that as this. I'm going crazy. I need a nap.
Ele lê tanto quanto eu. Quanto?
Quanto eu? He reads so as much as I do? Yes. And that is a big thing to know. Next. A que tempo? A que horas? Oh, right. That's the one we keep getting wrong. Ela
Ela tem.
tem 19
Mãe.
e
E.
ela tem 19 anos.
Anos. E. Trabalha.
Trabalha com a mãe.
Mãe.
Com a mãe. Com a mãe. All right, we got it. We got it over here. The week. A semana termina amanhã. That was. I should have gotten that one right, but that's okay. And we got one more mistake that we got to do. A que hora? At what or? Not ara. Hora. Like hour. At what hour? It should ask, not what at what time. I feel like the other thing. Oh wow, there's a prompt that says make harder. Oh nice. You could actually change the level. It's been 981 days and I didn't notice that. Make harder, make easier. Make harder, make easier. Make hard. Let's do a que hora. And let's type it out. Because we gotta make everything challenging to prepare us for the titanization, and that's for the win, folks. Let's see the results. Bam bam! We've earned 9 XP today. Yes, and that doesn't really matter as much. And we got 80% on that, so that's not bad either. So 50 XP there, 80%. We got 5 in a row for 4 lessons, and most importantly, boom, 981 on the daily streak, keeping the flame going, keeping it alive. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Victor says he's nearly sleeping, but I am just warming up. That's 981 on the daily streak. Oh my god. And let's get that second dopamine hit. Mewamo. Oh shit. Yes, story complete. And the flame. Let's get the flame. Yes, the flame. The flame. The destined flame. Yes. 981 making the connection from Wednesday to Thursday. I can't believe how many weeks has passed since I've been home. This is crazy. I'm not even just saying that every day because it's a conversation thing. I am so shocked that time keeps passing by. I cried today because of how quick time goes away. And boom, 981 on that too. So that's pretty nifty. We're going to check out the badge getting later on once we accomplish at least 2 more. So I'm going to hit continue on the phone app, and we're going to get that notification of the badge getting. Cuz we almost got it. Yeah, see look, now we got 80% or higher in 4 lessons. We got 3 out of 4. Now let's do some titanization. Why don't we? I'm tempted to buy that video game that's coming out tonight, and play that on my stream. But I don't know if I want to. You know? Alright, let's hit unit. Let's hit it. Unit 27. Grama de sal. At what time? A que hora? Yeah. 1 kg e 3 gramas. Now vem aqui. That warm-up helped us. Quantos gramas de açúcar você quer? Minha mala não é tão grande. My suitcase is not so big. Eu trabalho in that time. Naquele tempo? Okay. Come see this. Venham ver isso. Ver isso. Venham. Ver. Oh, ver. Isto. Is it ver? Is it ver isto? Okay, we got it right. At least we got 20 XP there. That was difficult. Grama de açúcar. Você tão doce que meu dente dói. Você é tão doce. Você é tão. You are so sweet. É. What's less? Menos de dois. Que dois. Then 2. Okay. We got 20 XP for that. That's all right. Did we get... Okay, we got one of the 80% or higher in 4 lessons. Very nice. So let's earn 50 XP for right now. And we'll get our badge getting goodness. And yeah. Você tem oops. Você tem grama de sal. Do you have 1 gram of salt? 1 kilogram and 3 grams. 1 kg e 3 gramas. Eu vou beber menos em sua casa. I feel like na sua casa could work too. Now vem aqui. Venha aqui. Ela é. She is better. Melhor que você at work. Na trabalho. Ela é melhor do que você no trabalho. She's better than you at work. Ela é melhor do que você no trabalho. Eu penso, I think, with a P. P-E-N-S-O. Que é tarde. There we go. Eu quero menos sopa. Wait, it started. Começou 6 horas atrás. Não venha aqui. Ok? Ela é melhor que você. Trabalho. I don't. Oh, that was right. Okay. Nós somos going to know. Nós vamos saber mais amanhã. We're going to know more tomorrow. Você é tão doce que meu dente dói. You're so sweet, my tooth hurts. Quantos gramas tem quilo. Okay, grama de açúcar. What time is it? A hora é? Oh my god, what is it? Oh, what time is it? Adventure time. You know, before Adventure Time, I always said, what time is it? I used to say tuba time because I was a prolific tuba player many moons ago. I still kind of am. I was just practicing some 20 minutes ago. O que hora é? A que hora? Que hora são? All right. And I just saw Victor's comment trying to assist me. Well, here's the deal. We have achieved both 50 XP and we've got 2 quests done. So officially we are done with the May challenge. But I will give it one more try because I want to get all 3 daily quests done at least for today. So let's do it. Grama de sal. Let's give it another shot. Kilo, and I'm gonna try my hardest. It doesn't matter if we win. Just as long as we get experience points. At this point. We just need to survive. Every lesson is still something. Doing these on repeat all the time. I hate them. I have nightmares. I don't have nightmares, but you know, I didn't want to do this right now cuz I'm exhausted. For no reason either. I think it's cuz I ate like crap today. I need to go for more runs. That's what it is. Minha mala não é tão grande. My suitcase is not so big. Ela ganha mais que eu. There we go. Venha. Vem conosco. Or vem com a gente could work. Allison Silva, thank you for wishing me to break a leg. That's what it's about in showbiz. Victor says, I am so sleepy. You are. I'm sleepy too. For some strange reason. Here's the thing I gotta say. Bit of a pause right now. The new Legend of Zelda Tears of a Kingdom is coming out. Now, I am a big prominent fan of The Legend of Zelda. But I don't want to, like, for some reason tonight's the midnight release, and I was thinking of playing it and going to get it, but I honestly don't want to. You ever get into those moods, like the pressure of the hype? There's too much peer pressure behind video games. Like, I did that for, like, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and Diamond and Pearl when those 2 games came out. And honestly, like, I feel like whenever I think of playing video games, I feel like, oh, I gotta set up a stream, I gotta do this. And, you know, it's cool, like, because I get to make more friends and stuff. But, like, the hype, man, I don't know what it is. It's just, I don't like the being pressured into it. So I think I might not get it. Isn't that weird? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Victor says, I'm only awake in a few minutes. I will wish my cousin a happy birthday. Oh, yeah, it's true. It's almost midnight in Brazil. I don't know if Allison is Brazilian. I would assume so. But, yeah. It's almost midnight. But here, it's almost 11. Eu penso que e tarde. Or sorry, 23. Because you don't have subdivisions of time. Like we have 12 p.m. and 12 a.m., you know? I think that it is late. Okay, we got 20 XP. Minha cabeça dói tal. Loche muito. Tanto, dói tanto. Okay. As horas do dia, not Gigia. Okay, I'm gonna get 3 wrong in a row. My sister is menos que você. Menor. Oh my god. My god. I did get 3 wrong in a row. It's that second half, man. Cachero da Web says, "Hey dude, glad to see people investing time in learning some Portuguese, even though not many countries speak it. Hell yeah." I'm assuming you're Brazilian. I hope you're Brazilian. Or if you're Portuguese, that's also cool too. But, oh, you guys say 11 for 11 p.m.? That's pretty cool. I'm talking to Victor on YouTube, by the way. Cachero da Web. Doesn't that mean waterfall of the web? I hope I get I hope you become a new follower on my Twitch-ness, on my Twitch. And Victor says, we prefer to be clear when it comes to the afternoon, midday, and midnight. I don't understand why you guys say boa tarde. And I could just be projecting, but I hear boa tarde when the sun is completely down. I say when the sun set, it's fair game to say boa noite. Cachacero. Oh, I read it wrong. I'm sorry, my friend. I have slight dyslexia. It's self-diagnosed. I don't have it officially. But, you know, I sometimes mix letters around, and I guess that might be under the category. I read it as cachoeira. Or what is that? Isn't that waterfall? Cachoeira. Cachacero means a dude that likes drinking. I guess it's based off maybe cachaça. I love cachaça. It's yummy. But let's see the results. Let's see the results of our failure right now. So, minha irmã é menor que você. My sister is smaller than you. Great. And we earned 20 experience points. Yeah. That is something. And we're ranked up in 2 more places. Boa tarde is good afternoon. And good evening? I did not know that. Says our waterfall friend. I'm kidding. You're not a waterfall friend. Our alcoholic friend. See, here we just call it alcoholism. You know, going to meetings. Gotta go to meetings and stuff. But yeah, when I removed my face, can be used in both situations. That's good to know. When I remove my face, we completed all. All of the daily quests are done. Can be used in both situations. That's pretty cool, man. So let's see. Where is everybody in the leaderboard? Looks like nobody's putting in that much effort, which is good news for me. I feel like I could really laze up. Victor's back. Back again. Victor's back. Victor's back. Victor's back. So let's look at the results, because this is really what doing the daily quests is all about. It's about the results that we get. 981 days, by the way. Give a subscribe and like and comment for all of that stuff. But let's click away from it just to look at the results of our progress. Let's look at it. Let's acknowledge our lives. Okay. Boom. Is it here? With only 20 days to spare. Wow. Wow, look at us. We got the fishing trip done. Yeah. Are we gonna get a notification? Oh, look, it's got a completed the May challenge. So let's finish up the May challenge. Hey, my mom was promoted to Emerald League. Oh my god. Gonna give a heart. Gonna give a heart. And I will share the May challenge tonight. I pretty much did everything I wanted to do in like less than 30 minutes. In 30 minutes or less, you can do Duolingos. And learn a new language. So like, I just want to ask you guys, what do you think about like Duolingo as a language learning app? Like in general, do you think I'm learning Portuguese enough? Do you think I need to go to Brazil again? Cachaceiro da web. I'm an anonymous alcoholic that doesn't drink at all. I guess I'm a disgrace to my brooders and schwesters around the globe. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, man. I like non-alcoholic beers. Like, you don't have to drink on my account, man. This is water. I didn't spike it with vodka. So, it's, that's what it is. And I'm going to share my Duolingo's progress to my people. Did I get phone calls? Oh yeah, it was from my dad. My dad called me. Don't drink, it's bad for you. Allison says, I love this app, it's so fun, but I guess it isn't possible to be fluent with this app. Yeah, I can agree. It's like, I wanna use Duolingos to be fluent, but I feel like it's not gonna happen. Victor says, I can't drink too much. Then, Victor, you've got a liver of steel. And I'm proud of you. I didn't think that was possible. I don't know what you got in your system, but it's fairly resilient. I sniff the alcohol and I'm dead. I mean, Duolingo has many inaccuracies in many languages it teaches, but in an overall rating, it's a useful side learning tool. TOOL tool is you missed the L. That's okay. I knew what you meant. That's what Ajax says. A friend of ours from YouTube. One of our most loyalist. One of our most loyal people of the Duolingo segment of the Petey. And a good friend. He often says, it's a good supplement, but it's not good for teaching. But honestly, it's kind of like wanting to be the best like no one ever was. You know, you can't be a Pokemon master without 20 years of dedication. So I'm thinking 20 years of Duolingos all the time, all day, every day until I get fluent. Victor says, I prefer to drink pop rather... Nobody calls it pop, Victor. I prefer to drink soda rather than alcoholic drinks, but I must be moderate with it too. Yeah, I mean, like with me and soda, too much of it makes me sleepy. I mean, of course, I'm sleepy right now, but I had some processed sugar earlier, So I think that made it helped with the sleepiness. And yeah, my senses are failing me too right now. Look, and hey, I did everything that I wanted to do. I got 50 XP. I got the challenge completed with the Eddie and Junior's fishing trip, which is great. That's a beautiful thing. Sent it to my loved ones, and yeah. Now we're just hanging out, so I'm not in any rush to say goodbye just yet because the conversation's going really well. Allison saying, I'm trying to learn English. It's a beautiful language. I've been studying since January, but I'm not fluent yet, is what she says. Yeah, I've been studying since, for, how many days? 981 days is my count. And if you follow and subscribe, it'll be 982 tomorrow. But I'm not fluent yet either. It's tough. Like my fiance's taken like, English 7, and she's like hella fluent, right? She's actually smarter than the teacher. Like better at English than the teacher. But even just talking with her all the time, her brain freezes up because she's still thinking in like through a filter of like taking it from English to Portuguese so that her brain understands it. That's such a hard muscle to flex. It's so hard to train that up. It's very, very delicate. And Victor says, it depends on where you live. Pop said in Canada and the UK, for example. And they're wrong. Canada and the UK have a tendency to be wrong. That's okay, though. And actually, they call it pop in parts of America, too. But it's soda. It's goddamn soda. God damn it. I want to call you Cachoeira. I don't know why. Cachaceiro da Web. I drink water a lot because of anxiety problems. Better than eating trash foods and ingesting tons of sugar at least. Yeah, drinking water for anxiety is what you do. Is what you're supposed to do, actually. Victor says there are places where they call it Coke. Yeah. I know somebody. Brandy. Actually, our buddy Brandy, who sometimes comments on the YouTubes whenever she comes in. It's from the South. She's from North Carolina. I don't want to give away her location without her consent, but like she's from the South, and everywhere in the South they call it Coke, probably because most restaurants carry Coke products, so they're not entirely wrong with that. Like Coca-Cola, as a company, owns Fanta, they own Sprite, they own, the family of Coke products, and they own a lot more. I think they actually have affiliations with vitamin water. So, like, if you call a Pepsi a Coke, that's actually not wrong either, because Pepsi Cola is what it's called. So it's like a Coke. It's like a Coca-Cola. You get what I'm saying? It's a bit of a stretch, though. I think Barks root beer is Coca-Cola, if it's not A&W. I know that like PepsiCo owns one of them and Coca-Cola owns the other one, but like, different root beers, different like orange sodas. They're owned by Coca-Cola, so that's not entirely wrong. But calling every soda a Coke is kind of goofy. You're right, but there's weird normalities everywhere. Victor says I've been learning English for nearly 5 years. Holy crap! Cachaceiro da Web says I may need to do IELTS in August. So I'm practicing anytime I can, even though I'm damn tired. I guess my grammar's not bad. Yeah, grammar is tough. English grammar is definitely difficult. Victor says lol. And he remembers Brandy in Florida too. Not Florida, but Cachacero says many people instantly know that you're an outsider. But yeah, it's understandable. Yeah, I don't know what you're referring to there. But yeah, pop is just silly. Who the hell says pop? I get British people, but like Canadians, when they call it pop, or like Midwest, I think it's more Midwesterners that also call it pop, because they're kind of like Canadians, especially in the Great Lake regions, where it's all snowy. They all have the similar accent because of it, and it makes you quite a polite person for some reason. Something about cold weather and icy roads that humble you, you know? Victor says, if I'm not mistaken, soda in many countries means sparkling water. But due to TV interference, they start to use it to mean your soda, too. Yeah, no, we call it club soda. Club soda is sparkling water. Or carbonated water. A lot of people say carbonated water to describe club soda, but club soda, I believe, was the original title for it. And then maybe that's where the term soda came from, actually. But it used to be one. It used to be like soda pop. Maybe pop is the flavoring. Soda pop, because pop is, because pop is also like the snap, crackle, pop of the carbonation. That's probably where pop got its name. And then club soda is the nozzle in which you could select different flavors. I don't know, though. Coke, soda, just give me another damn ice cold sugar drink. Exactly. I forget the yeah, I mean, I was thinking like, what's that sugar cane? I forget it. Caldo Gicana? No, Gicana? It's just like sugar cane juice. I forget the Portuguese word for it. I had it. Like, that was like one of the first things I had when I was in Brazil. One of the first drinks. It just tasted like pure sugar, but man, was it good. Like the juice from a sugar cane. You could add that to like coffee. Like, why don't you guys just do that? Or like add it to tea. Tea, a little bit of sugar. Like actual sugar water, sugar juice. It'd be nice, man. Pet and Charmander. We got our Duolingo owl right here, by the way. Say hello, Duolingo. Duolingos. Ow. I bumped my arm. But yeah, soda pop was what I think in the 50s they called it soda pop. Soda pop. You mean refresco like Tang? Yeah. Yeah, like Tang. That's a product of the space exploration program during the space race of trying to get on the moon. Between the battle between US and Russia towards getting to the moon. Have you ever heard of San Marino? I've heard of it. I don't know what it is. Cuz I don't know. I'm not an encyclopedia. My name's Petey, but I'm not an encyclopedia. In some Spanish countries, they call soda pop refresco. You know, I think I did hear that. Simply from learning Mexican Spanish from 8th grade. My 8th grade knowledge taught me that. But I forgot it. I think my sister sometimes reminded me of that. There's actually a soda called Fresco, and that might be owned by Coca-Cola. I'm actually going to look this up. Bear with me, folks. I'm going to look up all the different Coke products, and they don't even sponsor me. What the frick? I know in Disney they used to have like a stand. I don't know if they have it now, where you could just go in and just get free, basically get like free soda. You just show up and get free soda just to sample. And there's this disgusting one that's like Italian that's supposed to like. Oh yeah, see, look, it is Barks Root Beer. That's Barks Root Beer. Yeah, that's what they own. But there's this other one that's like Italian, but it's supposed to emulate beer, but it tastes like shit. It tastes awful. And that's the one that, like, I don't know, people just have. Oh, they do have Fresca. See? Yeah, Fresca's a Coca-Cola product. Jack Daniels. They have Jack Daniels, Minute Maid, Powerade, Schweppes. Okay, so Schweppes is the ginger ale, Sprite. Yep, vitamin water. I was right about the vitamin water, too. Wow. I'm good at what I do. They've got Smart Water. They got Dasani water. They own water. Body Armor. And for some reason... Oh, yeah, and they got Fanta. Don't you want Brazil, they got a new flavor of Fanta. Isn't it maracuja? They got a maracuja Fanta. Fanta maracuja. Victor says in Argentina and Uruguay, they call it gaseosa. It literally means gaseous, which is true. Gases. I'm trying to Kasha Sano says, I'm trying to stay away from that. It's the devil. If I drink something too sweet, I would get dizzy. Means too sweet. SWEET. Not you wrote sweat. Yeah, they got a passion fruit Fanta. So like, let's look at Fanta maracuja. I saw it at an anime convention. And yes, I went to an anime convention in when I went to Brazil. I saw the advertisements of that. Sponsor me. Sabor maracuja. Fanta. Yeah. And like when I get monetized for this video, like 20 years in the future, I'm going to get so much sponsorship from Fanta, from Coca-Cola. They're going to give me the sugar. And they're going to sell you the sugar. And by sugar, I mean high fructose corn syrup and other, disgusting food coloring products that will give you cancer. It'll make you lose toes. That's how much diabetes you will get from consuming these products. And it's not food. It's not food. It's food products. Let's be real here. Let's be real. It's food products, man. Nothing's sacred. They got Tutti Frutti flavor of Fanta. Fanta has no god. Well, at least, I'm not going to be so harsh on them. Tutti Frutti means all fruits in Italian. Tutti, yeah. I mean, like when, that makes sense. In music, tutti means everybody. Everybody play. Fanta Maracuja, yeah. But I still like Guarana more. Yeah, I mean, at first I liked Guarana, but it became... To me, it tastes like a less... I don't know. I feel like I would want to try Guarana as a juice rather than a soda flavor, because Guarana kind of tastes like ginger ale to me. It's one of the few sodas I can drink without feeling too bad. Interesting. I wonder why that is. What brand of Guaraná do you have? Yeah, they got Fanta Berry. Oh my god, what berry is this color? Jesus. Change country. Brazil. Yeah. Explore flavors. Yeah, let's go to the greatest Latin American country out there. Brazil. Yeah. Eu falo português. Oh, they got laranja, they got guaraná, they got uva. They just added in maracuja. I wonder, e tanta atração que deu sede só de passar e com fantas ou lanches ficam ainda mais deliciosos. That's what I when I see YouTube ads whenever I'm in Brazil. I like for some reason there's that guy that has that voice that announces it in that way, and it's like it's the same guy doing the same like voiceover work, and I feel like I could totally do that. I could read. I need help with the pronunciation of things, but like I could read it like and just do ad reads as a total gringo that doesn't understand what I'm saying. But I feel like I could do it. Maracuja is stressed on the last syllable. Yeah, that's the thing with the accents. It's like, what is it? Like, açaí. It's like, I don't know. Like, Duolingo doesn't make that clear enough. That's the point. Guaraná Antarctica. It's not completely official, but I guess that's why. Artificial. That's a good, yeah. Cocoa and Pepsi are atom bombs of sugar. Well, it's not only that. It's like high fructose corn syrup. Mexican Coke. That's really good. It comes from a glass bottle, cane sugar, like close to the original recipe. Yeah, it's strange how, yeah. But they are atom bombs of sugar. And they taste the same. It's the same. Although, Dr. Pepper tried to emulate Coke and Pepsi, but they end up in this niche market of like being their own thing and being so much like they wanted to be like I don't know, like I feel like Dr. Pepper like snuck its way into the ranks here where like it's not the choice. It's not like that epic rivalry between Coke and Pepsi. It's kind of like its own thing. That's what I like in the market. It's not simply outclassing or outbeating two evenly matched opposing forces. Sometimes you just gotta like sneak in there, you know, market-wise. Reading and understanding should be good enough for many of us, but some really appreciate when learners put in some extra effort working on that pronunciation. And that I think that's what Cachacero da Web said. And I agree. Man. I like Duolingo for that. The pronunciation has gotten really good because of Duolingo. Not because of my fiance telling me what's right and wrong in my pronunciation. Duolingo's really been there. Really been there for the pronunciation. Now the communication part, I think if Duolingo had more stories to do, I would totally do them. I would. I simply would. And that's all. All right. Well, I'm getting sleepy. You guys are awesome. We got 2 viewers on YouTube, so we got 2 viewers on Twitch. I don't know who the heck is on. We got our alcoholic friend, our Guadana fanatic. We had Allison. We had Victor. We got another viewer on Twitch. Victor says, "Have you finished all the stories?" Yeah, dude. Were you there? Oh my god. I finished it I would say 2 months after I think 2 months, at least 2 months after it was either somewhere before the year where I finished all the stories. It was before I had to go to the Duolingo path when it was still the tree. So that could be the difference. But yeah, I finished the entire course, dude. Let's see. Caixa Sale da Web. Let's see. Phonetic languages are tricky for a lot of people, but when you overcome them, you really see the shine on people's looks. All right, Allison, before I pronounce this, what the hell is this? Can I pronounce this in Portuguese? I'm going to make sure that it's not dirty, because Victor's tricked me with that. We almost lost our friendship because of it. So don't make me say something dirty. Oh, we got to do the robot crap. Oh, man. Look at this. We're robots. Yeah. All right, let's do it. Paving stone? Let's hear it.
Paralelepípedo.
Paralelepípedo. Paralelepípedo.
Paving stone.
Paving stone. Now, if this is something dirty. Paralelepípedo. 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 Oh, man, that's tough. It doesn't only mean paving stone. Paralelepípedo. Paralelepípedo. Onomatopoeia. Is it with the IE? With the E? With the accent? Paralelepípedo. Paralelepípedo. It's been nearly 2 years since I made you say that. Yeah, dude, I don't forget, man. Look at the accents. They changed the pronunciation. Paralelepípedo. 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 Lele. Red, leather, yellow. Now I want you folks to say, you Brazilian folks, to say rugged baby buggy bumpers. Rugged baby. Around the track the rascals ran. Yeah, Ruby Roo. It's hard. It's hard when you're not American, you know. That's like our whole identity is That's my fiance said, like, the first couple of visits I went to Brazil, that's what she said. Like what or even before I've been to Brazil, she just says like that's what all you guys sound like. 3 plates of, what is it? Today's pratos of what for 3 tigers? For 3 sad tigers. This one is hard even for us. Parale Here, wait. Actually, let me. So para, is it para le? To read. What's a pipe though? For him lay piped. Para el. I'm trying to decipher this. Le P asked. Lele. What's a pipe though? That's pipe though sounds like pipoca. Maybe I'm just hungry. Paralele pipedo. Paralele di pe. I'm like stoned. I don't know why I'm pronouncing this. Paralele pipedo. I sound like a goofy goober. Bruh, he's making anagrams with paralele pipedo. I know. I'm trying to decipher if this is something dirty. 'Cause like sometimes I've had people and they aren't like fully here. Like I think it was a guy like Julius or I forget, just making me say like dirty things. And they spell it in a way that I still say the dirty thing, but I won't say it. Like it won't register until after I say it. You know, like some people trick like when it comes to streamers, they trick you into saying dirty things. And I just gotta make sure that it's not that. I don't know, but I will trust that it's paving stone. What the hell is a paving stone, by the way? Me. Parallelepippedo is not a bad word at all. Just used to make jokes because it's hard for foreigners to say it sometimes. I didn't know that. Wow. I am a gifted gringo. What the hell is I'm going to look up a paving stone. Paving stone? Oh, shit. I don't want you to know my location, you perverts. I don't know why the Illuminati does that to me. Parallelepipedo. 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 That actually looks more similar to like Brazil's bricklaying. Parallelepipedo. Oh wait, let's look up Brazilian paving stone. Does it matter? See, the Brazilians, I guess, are not well known for their brick work, I guess. Is that really what it is? Brazilian gray slate. Is it just from Brazil? Parallelepipedo. Parallel. It sounds like you're saying parallel lepipedo. Parallelepipedo. Pipipedo. God, it sounds stupid. Search for paving stones on Google. Search for parallelepipedos in Portuguese. If I'm gonna see like a wiener, I'm ending the stream, okay? It's game over for all of us. Oh, it's a parallelogram. Oh, fuck. It's a goddamn parallelogram. It's a goddamn parallelogram. Parallelepipedo. Area E volumen G parallelepipedos. Parallelepipedos. At this rate, I'm probably gonna continue to the next day, cause we got about like 20 minutes until midnight. We could continue parallelly pagos. It's a geometric. It's a rectangle. It's a rectangular prism. Victor says you won't see a wiener. Well, you see a wiener is cylindrical. If it was a rectangular prism, I might have seen one. Parallel pages mostly used to bully students on math tests. I haven't learned something. Parallel pages used in Spanish too. Yeah, I know. It's. I guess it's a Spanish word too. Yeah. Okay. Longitude, height, depth, profundidade, longitude, altura. Oh wait, that's Spanish. See, I sometimes resent Spanish because it's like, man, why can't you guys speak Portuguese? Like, why do you all have to unanimously speak Spanish? Like, just join Brazil. I think all of South America should just be Brazil. The post you're reading is in Spanish. I know. Let me see. Portuguese. Let's look it up in Portuguese. Vamos recordar. Cubo. Cubo. Paralelepípedo. 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 Jesus. I got a new fucking favorite word. This is funny. So Naya and I go back and forth with like words that we like. And it's mostly been Naya just saying like, what's your favorite word? I think for day 600 she said her favorite word, and she's like, my favorite word is woof, woof. She likes the English word for lobo, which is wolf, because it sounds like what a dog says, woof. I forget what else. But mine for Portuguese, paralelo de pejo. I just don't like Cachero that web says I don't like when Spanish people speak too fast. Like, take it easy, dudes. You're not Eminem. That's why I didn't want to learn Spanish, because it's like I know I would end up in that situation where they're like, like Eminem. Are you Spanish? Lawyer? No, he's ele é brasileiro. He's a Brazilian, boys and girls. He's just a multilinguist, Duolingo fanatic, just like me. But I'm not as hardcore as Victor. He's got like 5 years on me. I'm just on my second year. That's all. I'm just doing this for 2 years, 2.5 years. And look, oh my God, we got 100 messages in the Restream chat. Yeah, girl. Yeah. Spanish is pretty easy if you already speak Portuguese, and vice versa. Portuguese is pretty easy if you speak Spanish. We've had, I think we've had people from, I forget which Spanish-speaking country, but I've seen some in one of the places we've stayed in Brazil, and I couldn't tell them apart from Brazilians. I'm not gonna lie. Like, y'all are spicy. You're all like Latino related, And I don't mean to generalize, guys. Like, Brazil is a pretty diverse country. So I guess it's that, And I think part of it's due to the fact that it's just fucking it's a tourist attraction was what I was trying to say. I just lost my train of thought. Learning languages to joke around puggers. For me, the only problem of Spanish is false cognates. For me, the only problem with Spanish is that for some reason, and this is going to sound awful, but like for some reason, there's a lot of condescension. Whenever, like even just like locally, when I try to make a friend from a Spanish-speaking country that is also mainly American, first-generation immigrant, all that stuff, they always I always get this vibe of like they don't respect me, like they talk down to me in a weird way. I don't think it's unanimous. I just get that general vibe. But with Brazilians, for some reason, they just want to be your friend. And I don't know. This might be a ignorant opinion though, because it's everybody's different wherever you go. But I don't get that. I don't know. I just don't get that same I get more hospitality, I think, from Brazilians. We seem to click better. I can't explain why. But like other Spanish-speaking Latinos versus Portuguese-speaking Latinos, I don't know. I feel like there's something about us, where it's like, yeah, you're cool. And I can't put my finger on it. I just try to be nice to everybody, but there's a level of condescension that that Brazilians don't portray to me like in Spanish-speaking regions. At least the descendants of it, and it could just simply be like Americans suck. Like even if they're just first generation. But I'm probably speaking out of line here. Spanish and Portuguese are like distant cousins that are messing with each other's grammars. That's true. Like in America, we have a language called Ebonics, which is it's like a street urban version of English that's just really bad grammar. So it became a language. It's so bad of grammar that it became a language. Vaso in Spanish, glass / vaso in Portuguese is plant pot, vase. Victor says the main problem with Spanish is also the words meaning different things in different countries. Yeah, there's like 10 different dialects. And I think my if we're talking crap about Spanish, there's a lot of people who are in America that expect everybody to speak Spanish. Not even just like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't speak English. Sorry. There's none of that politeness anymore. There used to be but now it's just like, oh, well, why can't everybody just learn Spanish? It's like, well, excuse me, asshole. The goddamn founding documents of this country is written in English, so you better fucking grab a pencil, grab a keyboard, grab a mouse, do your Duolingos so you can understand your rights. Because if we're not all on the same page, and we have to go through thousands of different translations just because you don't want to learn a different language, then you suck. And, you're not going to know your rights. You're not going to know how to vote. And you will further disjoint the country. You arrogant and willfully ignorant piece of shit. It's the arrogance, man. I just don't like the arrogance. It used to be. Here's where I start. This is where I start being a meanie pants right now. It used to be, I understood. It's like, yeah, you should learn somebody else's language if you want to respectfully know them or be involved in their country and things like that. Do the best you can. And if it's met with condescension, then you've been to France. You've been to France, because like you try to speak French in France, they hate you. So nobody should learn French because they're condescending douchebags. But in America, it's like we're so accepting of everybody to the point where we open up our butt cheeks to accept every shitty culture. And I'm not suggesting that every culture that comes in is shitty. There's sometimes, in many more cases, that their culture is better. Like the music in Latin America is way better than the music we have here, which is overtly corporatized and dumb. But like, the founding doctrine should be respected. And if you don't learn the language of the founding doctrine, back to my earlier point, it's just a lack of respect for, the people that came before us. And, here's the thing, if my Italian ancestors decided, you know what, that's racist, that's xenophobic, that you're forcing me to learn English, I would be speaking Italian now. I wouldn't have to take this fucking class. I wouldn't have to do Duolingos. God damn it, I'd know Italian. And so the fact that my ancestors had to assimilate, but for some reason this new generation can't, is like, fuck that. Fuck you guys. Like, who the fuck are you? Is what I want to say. You sons of bitches. I'm going to get canceled. I'm sorry. Look. And the thing is I didn't formulate this opinion before trying to and that's why, Spanish-speaking Latin Americans don't like me, or have a level of condescension towards me. At least that I've met personally. I'm not speaking for every case and all that, but I just think that there's a level of smug arrogance that I'm noticing that I don't see Brazilians have, because they're worried about getting stabbed on the bus for just going to work. But I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. I'm digging myself into a hole here. But some people come here speaking Spanish. Yeah, it's like I don't know. I think it's what the rest of the world hates about American tourists, where they're just like, well, why don't you speak English? Like, this is stupid. Why am I going here? And I think it has something to do with the fact that both the Spanish and the English imperialized the world, and the Portuguese Empire did it first, and their influence, like they've the expectation of everybody speaking Portuguese kind of dwindled as the Portuguese Empire also dwindled. You could say that about the Spaniards or the English. It's just right now they're the most prominent because they've imperialized the most. And that smugness stayed. And they like blaming us Americans for being the conquerors of the world, present day imperialists, when you should just look at Europe and just say, you want to blame us for white supremacy, the most diverse country in the world, in comparison to like majority white countries looking at Europe over there, maybe they're the supremacists. Maybe they're the ones that instigated all of this bullshit that now America has to clean up. I don't mean to be so political, but god damn it, it always goes back to it, doesn't it? Because geopolitical stuff, man, it's just like learning Portuguese. It's like learning it. Victor says, talking about getting stabbed, that's also my fear. I know. And I think that's why Brazilians are humble. It's because the fear of death. That's why the women there are so sweet. It's because their boyfriend could just snap and also snap their necks. You know, it's like even like Naya and I were talking about like there are no Karens in Brazil, because if there was somebody that acted like Karens do in the United States, they'd fucking die, or they'd get dropped. They'd get fucking drop kicked, the shit beaten out of them. Like, that doesn't fly in Brazil. You can't talk aggressively and demand for a manager and things like that, or else you're gonna get murdered. And that's plain and simple, man. Kasha says we'll probably end up having to learn Indian and or Mandarin soon anyways. The world is going wild lately. I wouldn't say Mandarin. Maybe. I would say maybe Mandarin. Canada has turned into a haven. You know, like there's just like one part of Toronto that's like basically China. So maybe that's true. But I would also implore that although the population's high in China, they're not having kids. So that might go away. Unfortunately, you know, the one-child policy really messed things up. And with India, I have no idea. If their policy changes, like in the way that their country's done, and they're more of a free country, then maybe. Same thing with China. But I don't see them overtaking anybody. I see them staying in their own country and then overpopulating and then potentially dying off, or, you know, moving to America. There's no telling either. I could be wrong. You know, they could have like a big baby boom in China that'll fix everything. And Victor says, I can't wait to leave this place. The Portuguese Empire only didn't spread more because the Spanish and British prevented it. And also disease, I think. Like, that's why Africa was hard to conquer. Because what is it? All the weird diseases that come from Africa prevented imperialism. Victor says, white supremacy is everywhere. It is. But I would say it started. Not here in America. It started in Europe. I just think, you know, if you're going to start the supply chain and nip things at the bud before it grows, maybe America's not just the first to blame. Victor says, I just saw there's a tutorial on how to break someone's neck. Why would you look that up? Now you got the government spying on you. Yeah. Actually, speaking of which, I found, I wanted to learn how to grow mushrooms, not the psilocybin magic mushrooms, but I wanted to learn how to like grow oyster mushrooms or like lion's mane mushrooms or some like medicinal mushrooms. And the first video was like how to grow magic mushrooms. It's like, how is this illegal? You can do it. You can actually grow magic mushrooms and like get illegally. You could get the spores and do it yourself, but it's not hard to do. It's not hard to get access to, which I don't understand how that would work. I guess for science reasons, I don't know. Kasha Sada says, India is not the most populated country in the world. China got beaten. They're per capita, I think they're the most populated. Like, they're densely populated. Boy, my mind's falling again. I better rest a little too. Yeah, take a nap, Ming. I think I should. Yeah, it started in Europe. Definitely true. They started it first. I'm afraid to being spied on a little. Who the hell isn't? Who the hell isn't? And I think, you know, we've got 5 minutes left until midnight here. I think I'm going to do the next day. I'm going to do a double day. Just because it is what it is. It's midnight. It's going to be midnight soon. over here. I've been here for an hour and 20 minutes. And I think Kasha Cero the web. I hate doing those minor stupid mistakes. Makes me embarrassed. That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. It's, life happens, yo. It's almost 1 a.m. there. Victor says, are you sure you want to do a double day? Yeah. I think I might. I don't know. Either that or I might need a day off. I might need a break to not have to think about Duolingos for another 24 hours. That would be nice. I could just be in peace and do my thing. Tonight is the midnight release of Tears of the Kingdom, Legend of Zelda. And honestly, I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it. I think I'll get it maybe later if I see more stuff on it. But I think I'm gonna change the title of the video. Let's see, 981 and 982. Gonna update it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break. Oh my god, that's some stuff. Okay, let's go to the Duolingos tab. We are going to get to it. And once we get to... Thank you, Victor, for understanding. I am so thankful for you. My friend. It's almost 1 a.m. Stay with it. Oh my god, we got to do this. We got to get that flame for the next day. Because I need a day off, yo. I need a nap. There you go, man. Follow your stats now, so I can sleep in peace. I hope you're sleeping in peace. Oh wow, we're in 9th place. Holy crap! We are in 9th place. Miguel is online. We've got Noxy, Daniel. I don't know. I'm just listing the names here to eat up more time. But yeah, I am very opinionated towards a lot of the stuff. I think when we start, I'm going to do a personalized practice. Can you help me a bit with grammar? Sure. 11:59. We're at Cinderella hour. Oh my god. We're going to be here. Give me a sec. Yeah. Yabba dabba doo. Deep, deep, doo, doop. I want to take a nap. Arrivederci, buonanotte, boys. All right. What's the difference between in peace and at peace? Less than a minute left. In peace. So to answer Victor's question, in peace, INPIECE. And it's midnight, by the way. Welcome, everyone, to Petey Aprendendo Português. Yes, it has struck midnight, and we must say goodbye. Yesterday was 981 days. That's 981. Gonna be 982 on the daily streak. So let's get into it. And but before we begin... Victor says, what's the difference between in peace and at peace? So normally you would say in pieces, like a piece of something. Like if I were to break up this bottle cap into pieces, in peace. But at peace, P-E-A-C-E, is when somebody, it's en paz, in peace. Or at peace. But, yeah, But if you do PEICE and for in peace, rest in peace, then that would be where you would use that. All right, let's do it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing the next day. Beep 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 beep.
Não fiquem aqui.
In peace, at peace. Okay. Não fiquem aqui. Do not stay here. And I think I might just do one exercise because we beat them. The daily quest.
Chama a polícia.
Call the police. And I will get the phone app. I will get the phone app for today. Chame a polícia.
Chama.
Chame.
Arma.
No, chama.
Chama.
Chama a polícia. Yes, call the police. You misspelled peace. Yeah, I guess in peace is usually used. I guess at peace is when somebody's arrived at peace, and when somebody is in peace, they're currently in peace. It's hard to say anything other than that, but I hope you got the distinction. Excuse me, let's do the next one. Chama a polícia. Now corram, por favor. Now corra, por favor. Do not run, please. I feel like that should be right, though. But that's okay.
Chamem especialista.
Call a specialist. Call an expert. I feel like specialist should be there.
Especialista.
Especialista. Call a specialist. Diga a ela. Tell her. Por favor, espera.
Por favor.
Espere
Espere.
até ele voltar.
Até ele voltar.
Please wait until he returns. All right, next. A porta é quadrada. You know what it is? Okay. The door is square. A porta é quadrada. Okay, so you know what it is? I was talking earlier vaguely about, like, I think I figured it out. Like, it's like the way Brazilians use the word gringo versus the rest of Latin America when they say gringo. It's like, it's such a pejorative to call somebody gringo everywhere else, but in Brazil it's like a very nice, endearing term. So, you know, like that I think speaks a lot of volume to what I was trying to get at earlier. Simply just there's a bit more of a warm, welcoming way of being here. Yeah, gringo to Victor is foreigner, but to somebody who's like from Mexico, for like a Mexican, it's just like, you know, it's like, you know, a very negative thing. It's an insult.
Nós somos.
Oito?
8. No. Total.
Nós somos 8 no total. We are 8 in total. Yeah, I've heard the bad connotation here. That has a bad connotation here. In some neighboring countries here, it's a normal word, but it depends on the way you say it. Okay. Okay, so it's not universally, like, polite. Maybe it's just I'm starstruck with, or I'm just biased. I guess I'm just biased towards Brazil. Who knows? That could be true too. That's probably more likely. I meant I've heard it as a bad connotation there. Oh, okay. Okay, that changes the entire sentence. Then maybe I'm not wrong. You know, like, who the hell knows? Here it's a good word. There it's got a bad connotation. Okay, thanks for the clarification. So that, I guess that affirms what I'm trying to say. Like I try to be a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. You know, for the most part. What I want to be. No, I mean, I don't want to say, oh, I'm the nicest guy in the world. I'm the most humble. You know, but I do have a lot of respect for people that I don't know. And, you know, because it's too soon to make a judgment call on everybody. You know what I mean? You know, but everybody could potentially suck is what my opinion is for a lot of people, which is probably why I don't have that big of a friend group. But, that's simply because there's just I've always gotten that large it almost feels like it's like a supremacy thing. Like that. I sometimes get that vibe from different subgroups of people, like the belief that white people are inferior. And I think that's due to the fact that the media kind of pushes that. That's the kind of overall, there's like almost like a racial rivalries in America even, and it's the hippie part of me is just like, I just want to be a friend. Although, you know, diversity and all that stuff, if we could all like get along and shit, that would be great. Like if they could say goddamn white people, you damn, you know, I should be able to say like stupid Mexican. That's all. This is probably going to get me canceled in like 2 years or in like 20 years when I'm famous, but that's okay. I'm just going to keep digging myself in the hole. I don't care. Of course, you know, then I'll get like thousands of death threats. But it is what it
Quantos
is.
centímetros tem metro?
How many centimeters does 1 meter have? But I will say, you know, like, if people try to silence you, that just makes a martyr out of, like, actual racist people. Victor says, it's weird how people find things we said many years ago and judge us now. Oh, yeah, like, but still, what I'm saying now is inappropriate as hell. But, like, why can't we all just, it's like, they're just words. It's free speech, man. I don't mean it in, like, in a hateful thing. It feels like like I'm saying an observation of, like, this is just how I've experienced it. Nobody's going to care, you know, because I'm just, you know, the white privilege guy that's not gay and cisgender. So I can't understand the plights of everybody else. It's like, Well, I don't care if I don't understand. Like, it doesn't matter if I don't understand everything that you've been through in first person. I'm not an idiot. I can empathize or sympathize with somebody. Just tell me, yeah, that's like a part of me wants to say, yeah, that's great. You got your experiences. You deal with shitty people all the time. Now, you can either be arrogant and be like, wear your victimhood as a badge of honor, or maybe I could help, and I'd love to be a friend. But if you don't want my help, you don't have to, and we don't have to be friends. And that's fine. You could suck, and do your, do your thing. And it's just, I don't know. Does that make me a bad person? Because I'm honestly frustrated with a lot of that. And it's not like I have a savior complex either. Like, I want to be a friend to everybody, including, just any demographic of people. I don't know. Damned if you do, damned if you don't, is what I say. So I just, I heard a YouTuber say, damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you help, if you help anybody who's disparaged, they complain about something else that you're not doing for them. And, like, if you don't help them, they're going to complain anyways about you not helping them. It's like holding a door open for an American woman, sometimes. And it's a risk. It's like sometimes they're going to be like, I could open the door for myself, thank you. It's like, okay, just being polite here. Sometimes that happens. My dad offered his chair to a colleague of his that he's known for like 30 plus years, offering a chair like a gentleman. And she was just like, you chauvinist. It's like, chauvinist? I'm just being polite. I'm just trying to be a gentleman. So, there's just this, like, need to be like, yeah, you don't know the plights I've been through to get to this fucking point. Oh my God, shit. I've suffered. I've slaved away at life. And I've, like, okay. You've been through some shit. Everybody has. To some degree. Not me, not as bad. I guess that makes me privileged. I don't know. I don't like using the term privilege. Maybe it just makes me lucky. And I'm thankful for the luck that and the grace that I've given. But I'm not going to, like, I'm not just going to, like when that approach is done, it's like, you're never going to understand anything of what I'm going to do. So you better just sit down, shut up, and listen. Like, that attitude, I don't care. For some reason, and this is why there are two sides of the political spectrum now, because there's one side that just wants to be so right about their victimhood and expects everybody to sit down and listen, but nobody in their right mind is going to give a shit. I don't mean to be so political. Here we are again. Back to square one. Me being too political. And, I just want normal people to talk to me and to be like, hey, man, what's up? Play that new Zelda game? Yeah, man. It's pretty cool. Maybe I sometimes wonder if that I watch too much politics. That's my problem. There's way more normal people than there are, like, fucked up people. I gotta stop generalizing. I think that's... Have you heard of Champion Giatalia? No, I haven't. I don't know what that is, who that is, if that's a thing. O menino corre 10 metros. This is gonna be great if I ever hire an editor. to run my YouTube channel, to delete all this controversial crap. Am I gonna get canceled for having opinions? It's like, okay, this is probably gonna be cancelable too. But you know, you wanna. I think I see it in a sense of like from a white guy's perspective. I just want to be friends with like everybody, you know. But there are some demographics that are just like unaccepting, and so I don't like when white people have their one black friend. It's because that one black friend is like, you know, maybe I should like hang out with white people. Maybe that'll be cool. Or maybe I should just, you know, not be racist. Because it turns out that, you know, and of course, everybody associates with anybody that they're comfortable with. So I would say that white people hang out with more white people, black people hang out with more black people, Hispanic people hang out with more Hispanic people. And it's just natural. It's comfortable, right? But a lot of the times, I don't know. I guess I just don't like the rejection. I just want to be everybody's friend, and I feel like I get way too much condescension from a lot of places. But Brazilians like me, so I like Brazilians. That's it. That's the long-winded conversation that I'm having with myself to you folks. And thank you for hearing me out if you made it this far. Campione d'Italia is an enclave city of Italy, but it's not located in Italy's territory, but it's in Switzerland's. You know, okay. So my complexion and my blue eyes, I think that's where Northern Italians get their ethnicity from. It's from the fact that they're close to Switzerland. It's like, look at these baby blues. Look at them. It's just how I got engaged, you know. It's that Switzerland juice that made me look, I guess, I don't know, more Northern European. Not people say that I don't look Italian, but when I speak to Italians, they're just like, yeah, you look Northern. It's like, goddamn. You know, that's another thing too. Erasure of people's people's ethnic identity. I hear that all the time. I think it's a bad thing too. I don't think we should just have Native Americans as one category. I think we should have each tribe as one ethnicity. I think we should go back and do 23andMe or Ancestry.com or all that stuff for every black American that got traded in the slave trade to trace back their lineage to each of their African countries or tribes, right? Same goes for, you know, I don't know, I guess for every Chinese person or every Asian person, you know, if there is a long-lost lineage that they haven't discovered for themselves too, you know, everybody should know where they're from. But don't tell me that I'm not Italian simply because you look at me and I have blonde hair and blue eyes. That's just ignorant. It's ignorant, fools. Northern Italy was controlled by the Holy Roman Empire 200 years ago, and Switzerland too. That's what I'm fucking talking about. You can be... I've never heard anybody say, you look Northern Italian. Victor says, I thought you were Irish of origin. Partly. Very insignificant part of it, though. But 75% of me is Italian. So the genetics from the Irish part of me and got together with the genetics of the Northern Italian part of me, and that's why I have blue eyes. And it makes me delicious.
Em média,
Nós compramos quilo
quilo
de carne
de carne
por gato.
por
gato.
That's a fat cat right there. On average, we buy 1 kilogram of meat per cat. Em média, compramos quilo de carne por gato.
Dê livro a ela. Dê.
Give a book to her. Dê livro a ela.
Corram, o leão.
Run, the lion. Run, the lion.
Fique aqui e espere por ele.
Stay here and wait for him. Victor says, I'm trying to find my real origin. I hope you do, man. I think it's important. You know, like, nobody in America likes the idea of slavery. I'd be hard-pressed to find somebody that does. You know, you probably will find them in the neo-Nazis and the actual white supremacist groups, not anybody who's like a staunch Republican or, things like that. They're pretty much liberal when it comes to the Martin Luther King civil rights movement. They believe it's constitutionally correct to have everybody given the right to vote, And it's just, I hate talking about that. It's just like, we should be done with this, man. Anyways. Ethnic, finding your ethnic background is important. And I don't think it's because, like, if you don't know it from your family, from what you're passing down from your family, like, the history was lost, you could find out better that way. I was lucky enough to know that, a lot of my ancestry comes from Italy, Ireland, and actually a little bit of Native American. Can teens vote in your country? Here only 16-year-olds and above can. 18 we can. 18 años. Or sorry, not 18 años. Also, can legal immigrants vote there? Illegal, non-legal immigrants can vote here. Actually, you know what? Dead people can actually vote here. Anybody can vote here. Just, you could, if you live in 2 states, you could vote in this state, you could vote in that state. We don't have rules. What are rules? We have a lot of illegal immigrants voting in this country, yes. Like, say what you want. Say what you want about, the election that happened. But as far as I'm concerned, the evidence pretty clear. Even though the verdict didn't make that assessment. But, economy's doing great now. The economy's doing really good. Oh, yeah. Gas prices are so good. Costs of eggs. Dead people can vote. Yeah, dead people can vote. And you know what? I don't think they're voting the way that they would vote if they were alive. So it's not them who's voting. It's just, they're on record. Really? They're all expensive. What's expensive? Yeah, the cost of everything's gone up, Victor. Where have you been? Goddamn. Like, I don't mean to be like snooty, but goddamn, where have you been? Everything costs so much more. Especially houses. Because we choose to embolden corporations rather than individuals. Because corporations are technically individuals. Legally they are individuals. So. It's a shame. A shame, I say. Anyways, let's continue on. Stay here and wait for him. Fique aqui e espere por ele. There we go. And we got one more. One more until we make it to the next day. Now Koham. Por favor. Or is it Koham? I think it's Koham. We'll see in a sec. We'll see in a sec. We gotta get this flame done, yo. Yeah, that's for the win. We got it over here. Bam, bam. Oh, did we get... Oh, we didn't get a perfect score, but that's not too important. We earned 10 XP for today, and that's not that important. I mean, what is we got a lingot, okay, and we got 2 lingots, and we got 3 lingots. Oh my god, a total of 6 lingots for completing daily quests every day to earn more rewards. Oh my god, oh my god. But that, who gives a shit about lingots? The stupid in-game currencies. Let's see it. Boom. 982 days on the daily streak, keeping that flame going, keeping it alive. That is 982 days secured. Yeah. Yeah, girl. 982. And I think that'll do it for tonight. I gotta go to bed. 982 was yesterday. 981 was yesterday, excuse me, and 982 just now. So that is quite good. And yeah, I think I'll leave it there. I'm not gonna do any full thing right there, but let's try to get that extra dopamine hit in there and get the phone app flame. Bam bam. And daily quest stupid stuff complete. 2 perfect lessons, that's okay. Boom, 982. Making the connection from Thursday to Friday, and that is pretty cool if you ask me. I'm going to take one more happy, humble look at this 982 flame. Just for the record, I am good at what I do. So, that's, I'd like to thank you guys for joining me for this longer extended stream of 982 and also 981 on the daily streak. I almost flipped you guys off. But let's look at both of these flames. I'm so happy that I got 2 phones out and looking at the flames. We got 2 in 1. It's a 2-for-1 deal. Buy one, get one free. Look at us. And also, we finished up the Junior and Eddie going for a swimming trip and all that badge getting stuff. So this has been quite a interesting conversation. I hope it's not too controversial. I love you all. And you know, if you guys stayed enough to hear me out on my epic rants and controversial things that is potentially cancelable on my end, then I'm you know, I'm happy I'm still here. But you know, defamement is always going to be a thing. I think I've said every word. Doing all my Duolingos, I feel like you could dig up every bad thing about me that I've said in this stream so far. I'm scared. I'm honestly scared to get more subscribers because of that. And I'll have to cry and make an apology video because everybody's going to dogpile on me. And I hope you guys who are early on subscribers now are there to defend me and, be there for me and all that stuff. Anywho, thank you guys for joining me this far on 981 and 982 on the daily streak. We've kept the flame going. We kept it alive. And, I'm going to go take a nap. You guys are all dismissed. I'm pretty sure our new buddy from Twitch just took a nap. Just dozed off. And Victor's still with us commenting. And I love you all. Boa noite. Oh, I gotta say my tagline. Obrigado por assistir. Boa noite. Ciao, ciao.